evening. I had a bit of a time, so I thought I would discuss a concept which many of you follow, but probably not in a systematic way. That's simply trading divergences. I've spoken about divergences many times on my Twitter feed, but if I show how I see divergences through a video, I think it would be much more clearer. So let's start. Now this bull run which is going on, there's been a straight rise since early November. So from here till now, we are having a one-side move on the index. Now this is the Nifty futures chart, and the indicators which I have in place is basically RSI. Now this is a 11 period RSI. We have a money flow index which is a 10 period money flow index, and we have the standard MACD line. Now MACD line is basically 12 period exponential moving average minus 26 period exponential moving average. So that's the MACD line. Now the blue and red bars which you see is basically when the MACD line is sloping up, it is blue. When it is sloping down, it is red. Now the way we trade this is, let us take a divergence which did not work and why it did not work, correct? So what was happening was, just middle of November, we had a negative divergence on the RSI. As I had told many times, there was a negative divergence on the MFI also. So the divergence was correct, because Nifty went up like this, and if you see this point, obviously Nifty had a high outside the Bollinger Band. The next high was within the Bollinger Band, so obviously this was a Bollinger Band divergence also. Last but not the least, the MACD slope also turned negative, right? So this was fulfilling all conditions of a divergence. Now how do we trade this? The simple trading logic is mark the last swing low, which is this one, this particular bar's low, this particular bar. If we get a close in the future below the low of this bar, then this divergence is valid. Then the market, we can expect it will fall, we can go short. Because to quote Martin Pring, a divergence warning is like a weather forecast in the morning that it will rain. So when you get a divergence forecast, when you get a rain forecast, you go out of your house with an umbrella. But just because there has been a forecast does not mean it will positively rain. So divergence is basically a warning. It may or may not work. So in order for it to work, there should be a price confirmation, correct? Now let us come to the situation now. I showed this particular divergence here, and as you can see, this low was never broken and market straight went up. So this was not a trade. If you see the divergence now, what's going on now? Now this is even more interesting. Okay, so we have a negative divergence on the RSI, we have a negative divergence on the MFI, we do have a divergence on the Bollinger Band because the second top is inside, the first top is outside. The MACD slope, if you look at it here, has turned red, so the MACD line is sloping down. Now this is interesting, but there are two more points in this particular phase which were not there in the earlier phase. I will show you what it is. Number one, there has also been a MACD divergence. See this? If you see this particular place here, there was not a clean divergence. MACD was basically flat, but here it is sloping down. Now if you take any moving average oscillator, something like as slow as MACD 1226, it's basically a trend following indicator. So it will signal a change of trend much later after the price has moved. Here it is moving, here it is signaling you a kind of trend change much earlier, almost at the market top. This is difference one. This was not here. Difference two is, this is something called a failure swing. So when RSI makes a low, market makes another high, but RSI cannot make another high as a divergence, then it comes down and breaks the previous swing low. This is known as a failure swing. Now if you draw a trend line, that one has also broken on the RSI. As I have spoken many times earlier, pattern breakdowns are visible on RSI much earlier than you see on charts, because if you see the charts, your trend line would probably be something like this. It's almost on the trend line, correct? I will just remove this. But this has given you a breakdown already. This is the two differences which you can see. So your focus out here should be to mark this low. This is somewhere around 14,250. And we are already at 14,380 as of Friday's closing. So if we get a close below 14,250, your trade is basically valid. The divergence trade should be on, and then you can expect much more faster downsides. Now RSI does give us a target where it will go. The target is simply wherever RSI made a peak, mark this particular distance, correct? What is this distance like? It's something like, if you can take from the top to 750, it's 750 to 250, it's 500 points. So below 14,250, you should get somewhere around 13,750. But again, this 14,250 is obviously by close, not by, I would say, not by intraday breakdowns, right? So trade valid below 14,250, sorry, okay, trade valid below 14,250, and you can expect somewhere around 13,750. Now this is by close. Now there was a lot of talk that this market is going up, divergences are not working and stuff, but actually from November till now, this is the first time you actually have a very solid divergence which can work. As you can see, the November divergence was there, but obviously did not work because we did not get the price point breakdown, right? But here we can get a price point breakdown. If it happens, expect very sharp and fast downsides. This is what is going on in the Nifty. Thank you.